G'day guys, I'm the one and only Strom and I'd love to know, how you doing? Good? Oh well, that's great. So, at long last, Kesha's 5th album, GAG Order, has finally been released. And I have just, I've listened to the album like twice now, and I wanted to make like a album review of it, like, you know, just like share my thoughts about each and every song on the album and, you know, what I personally think of them, like, because, like, I personally think that each and every song on the album has like its own unique and distinctive vibe to it, both like as far as like melodies are concerned, as well as lyrically. So yeah, but unlike my previous two reaction videos, which is my reaction to Eat the Acid and Fine Line, as well as your reaction to Only Love Can Save Us Now, I'm not going to be actually playing any music, because last time I featured the music in the video, I got stopped with the gag order for, you know, copyright claims. See what I did there. But yeah. But anyway, let's get into the song by song, you know. So first up, Something to Believe In. This one is a song that, you know, it starts off slow, but then it eventually picks up and, you know, offers like an inspirational message of, you know, finding something that you can, well, basically something to believe in, really. It's kind of like Kesha's, like, is trying to tell us to find something within ourselves that we can believe in, regardless of what our faith is, or, you know, what we believe in, like whether you're religious or not, or, you know, what your culture says, you know, that's irrelevant. You know, you just gotta, you know, find something to believe in, really. Eat the Acid, well, I've already talked about that, so, you know. Living in My Head. This one's got quite a distinctive vibe to it, because lyrically it's like, it's kind of like Kesha's describing like the chaos of like what goes on inside one's mind, really. And it's just like, yeah, I really like that. I really like Living in My Head. It's good. Then you got Fine Line, which I've already talked about, and then Only Love Can Save Us Now, which again I've talked about in the previous two reaction videos. All I Need Is You is next. That one, it's kind of like All I Need Is You is like, it's kind of like a slowish ballad style, kind of. And it's like, it's kind of like talking about like, kind of like talks about like the like a person in your life who is like your rock, you know, someone who you can really like lean on and be like supported by, like, kind of like gives you that message, like, and it's like a expression of like gratitude for having that kind of rock person, you know, there. So yeah. Next, The Drama. This is a long song. I think it's the longest on the album, actually, I think. Let me check. Is it? Yes, it is the longest on the song, but only by a second. 4 minutes 23. This one's actually got like a really edgy vibe to it, because it's kind of like, without directly referencing like the legal shit show that bloody Kesha's been going through, Kesha kind of like uses her emotions to describe what that legal shit show is, have been making her feel like, and it's kind of like indirectly referencing it, and kind of like, in a way, giving the middle finger to, Dr. Puke. So it's kind of like, and I love the instrumentation of that one as well. It's really like, it's kind of like an edgy retro vibe to it, so yeah. Then you've got Ramdas Interlude. This one is like, not so much of a song, but it's kind of like, it's got like music to it, but it's kind of like just a short little, how would I describe it? It's kind of like, oh jeez, I'm really struggling to think how to describe it actually. It's kind of like giving life advice in the form of wisdom. And it concludes in like a warning, like, sort of, like, yeah. It's really, that one's a bit of a wild card, really. Then you've got Too Far Gone. Too Far Gone, I don't know what I have to say about this one. It's kind of like, when you're like feeling at your lowest, and when you're like, when all hope seems kind of like I wouldn't say like gone, but hope feels unreachable, and it's kind of like, the message of this particular song is trying to find the it's kind of like the struggle of trying to find that hope again. Like, that's what I personally think about Too Far Gone. Then you've got Peace and Quiet. Peace and Quiet is a surprisingly up-tempo song, kind of akin to like Only Love Can Save Us Now, but it's kind of like, it's distinct from Only Love Can Save Us Now, because it's like, it's kind of like, the lyrics kind of like are not what you'd expect for like an up-tempo song. It's like, it talks about like finding and enjoying the peace and quiet, but it's really like one of those upbeaty style songs, like, yeah. Only Love Reprise. This one's another short one, and it's kind of like, I think this one, it features I think this is the song that features Kesha's niece, Luna, I think, because it's got like a child talking over it, I think, like, yeah. And as the name would imply, it does feature at the end of the song a slowed down version of the chorus of Only Love Can Save Us Now. And it's just like, prior to hearing this song, I thought it would flow in, like Only Love Reprise would flow on from Only Love Can Save Us Now, but it's kind of like actually distinctively different, because it features like a pan flute, which is really like, it's kind of like quirky Kesha. Then you've got the next song, which is Hate Me Harder. And this one is most definitely a big fuck you to Dr. Puke. Even though he's not directly mentioned, you know. It's basically Kesha saying, like, if hating me, like, gives you peace of mind, then, you know, hate me harder. Like, it's just like, yeah, it's like a nice big fuck you that Dr. Puke deserves. And rounding out the album with the final track is Happy, which is a relatively mellow kind of song, and I feel like the message of Happy is it's kind of like Kesha expressing the journey that she's been on to reach the state of happiness that she's currently in, and it's a really nice way to round out the album, if I do say so myself. And yeah, personally, if I had to choose my top 3 songs from the album, damn, which 3 would I choose? I'd have to say Only Love Can Save Us Now, The Drama, and Hate Me Harder. Those would be my top 3 picks. Like the top 3 from the album. Because I think those are the top 3 standout songs from the album. But that's just my opinion. So, you know. Yeah. This is basically my little album review. And I have to admit that Kesha was most certainly telling the truth when she said that the album really gets into like the darker, uglier emotions, and you know, it's really much more vulnerable, and you know, it's kind of like compared to like Kesha's previous albums, right? Like particularly like High Road and Rainbow, those 2 albums definitely had their own unique vibe, right? And so did like the other 2 albums, like Warrior and Animal. But the thing that sets Gag Order apart, right, is like within Gag Order there's a hell of a lot more variety when it comes to each and every song. Each song feels very distinctively different from one another. And it's just like, it all kind of like, surprisingly enough, it all meshes together nicely. Like, all that variety, it's like, it creates this whole new vibe that's kind of like a blend of like Rainbow and High Road with a bit of Deconstructed, the EP Deconstructed thrown in, but distinctively different at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like, yeah, and I personally agree in saying that the reviews that Kesha's been getting for Gag Order are most definitely well deserved. So, yeah. I personally love this album. It's so good. Yeah. That's it for my little album review. So if you enjoyed the video, then why not hit that like button, share it around with your friends, subscribe to see more from me. Feel free to drop a comment down below, tell me what you guys think, tell me what your top 3 songs from Gag Order are, and yeah, until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Bye.